Okay, I'm
Hi.
recording. I'm recording because that's
Oh,
our.
hey. All right. I didn't dress for the occasion, but I have wine. Uh,
I have sparkling water.
Cheers. Oh, that's good.
Yeah, it
Um,
actually is. It's great with a cigar.
I
Unbelievably good.
I know. I really want to smoke a cigar with you soon. Actually, that sounds amazing. Like I saw that you and Tamara and Erica apparently have all gotten into cigars lately, so that's pretty cool. And Sky has
I
always been into cigars.
well, I have been trying for years, and finally, Sky convinced Tamara to do it. So
Yay!
yeah, so now we actually have a humidor and lots of cigars, and
I,
I'm not smoking today because I need to take a break for a day or two.
hey, that's cool. And you're inside. Like I never am a fan of smoking in
Oh, I don't
houses.
smoke inside. I
Yeah.
would have smoked
No,
outside earlier, but you know,
no. No, we have a soda stream, so that's pretty cool. Like, do you know what that is?
I
A
do.
soda
You put
stream.
whatever flavor you want in there.
Right. And you don't have all the cans and stuff. Yeah. It's pretty cool. I like it.
Yeah. Have you tried it with cigar yet?
No, I have not. I haven't smoked a cigar probably since 2017 when we were in Ouray, Colorado. That's where we
Yeah.
normally go every summer, and we meet up with our full size Jeep people. So like if like the wood panel, the old Jeeps, like the big boxy wood panel Jeeps that
Yep.
have
The old,
carburetors
the
and
old Woodies, but they weren't
yeah,
Woodies
the
because they were
Woodies.
Jeeps. Yeah.
That's we've been hanging out with that group in Colorado like almost every summer since 2006.
Yeah.
We missed it this year, but yeah, there's a lot of cigar smokers in that group, and I smoke the occasional cigar. I don't know. I've been interested in like I've seen you guys have posted a lot about your cigars lately, so
Yeah, because it's new to us. So
well, and it's I am not. Yeah, I'm not a cigar person at all, but it's something that I would like to get into more.
yeah.
So the yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't want to spend a ton of money on it, but it
We
seems like a good thing to sit around the campfire and have a nice little whiskey and cigar.
yes. So my favorite combination, believe it or not, would be a cigar, and then I would do a whiskey shot, and then I would follow it with this. And that was
That
the
actually
matter.
sounds. And what do you have? Lemon there? Like that actually sounds delicious.
It
Like
didn't
that's.
matter what flavor. So this is
Yeah,
lemon now, but I had
all right.
whatever the pink one is, watermelon. I can't remember the names.
Grapefruit, maybe. It might
Might
have
have been
been watermelon.
grapefruit.
I don't know. Grapefruit,
It
probably.
was just it didn't matter which one it was, but it would make this really uh, what's the word? Fizzy, even though it wasn't any more fizzier.
I
And
don't.
then the tiny flavor that's in here, because I swear
It's not much. Yeah, it's not a whole lot. It's
it
basically
would
just.
when they make these, they put soda water in here and then they seal it and then they put it on the truck. And then right next to it is the lemon. And by the time it gets there, they call this lemon.
Nice.
But it actually makes the lemon or whatever the flavor in here, it actually makes it stronger, which I thought was weird, but it works.
I do like the Soda Stream. I mean, you do have to put in the work. It takes like 10 seconds to carbonate your water, but I mean, I'm a fan.
It's like a CO2 cartridge plus
Mm-hmm.
the water and then the flavoring, right? Is what you.
Yeah, you have your little bottle and you screw it in, um, and you push the button, and then it carbonates it, and it's just like what you're drinking right now, but probably cheaper. I don't know. Actually, by the time you buy the machine and everything, it's
This
less weight
was
though. I guess like it's
20
less.
cents a can.
I know it's so cheap anyway, but it's less waste. Right now, that's not a problem for us. Like we're at a COE park in Arkansas. We can
Yeah,
just go take our trash right up the road, like half a mile away, and put it in the dumpster, and it's not a big deal.
we do the same thing.
So,
Walmart, you know.
Walmart.
Oh yeah, take it to Walmart or the gas station or wherever.
Yeah,
My wife's always looking for an unlocked dumpster, and we find it, we just go drop it in there.
the Boondockers. Like, yes, where can we find the trash and the water and the dump station?
Yes. Yes.
Or yeah, so we could be like people that we have here that just throw your trash on the ground and somebody else will pick it up. Like, no, I don't advocate that.
No, I don't understand that either.
It's
I've never
horrible.
understood that.
No, it's the bane of our existence right now. It's like literally our job that we're getting paid for, but it still sucks.
Just to clean
I
up
don't know.
garbage. Well, you knew that ahead of time, though, right?
Okay, wait, I was totally off the subject. How long have you guys had your toy hauler? Because I know you guys switched rigs, right? Like you had a different rig for a while, and then you just got your Raptor, like what, a year ago?
October.
So
So it has
almost
been
a year ago,
almost a
right?
year. Yep.
So do you like the toy hauler a whole lot better?
Oh yes, and it's more that it's an older trailer because then I
Yeah.
can do all sorts of stuff. I'd show you, but my camera doesn't move. I have
Yeah, that's fine.
I have 3 holes up there, and then over here on this over side, I have a hole that goes straight down to the floor, and then I have another hole that goes out the side. And later this week, I'm going to drill a hole through the wall on this
Well,
one to the outside.
I know you had a hole through the wall for like the for the big buddy, right? The propane. We have a
On,
big buddy, but we just use the little propane canisters, which is probably not the most economical.
so that
But
hole
if
already
you have
existed.
it plumbed into your propane,
I do. I have it plumbed into propane, but that hole already
yeah,
existed. That was where they had the CO2 sensor. It was there so that because it was on the other side, the furnace was on one side, and then it was on the other side, and so the power to the CO2 sensor came through that hole. I took it off because the CO2 sensor is useless because it's it's useless. So I just took it off and used that hole for my propane.
so this is really a random, like, this is supposed to be a podcast about talking about nothing. So I'm
Yeah,
just
so it
happy
doesn't
to be.
matter what it is.
Yeah, I'm talking about nothing with you. I'm just like
Yeah.
chatting. Yeah. Brian's trying to cook, so he's trying to grill chicken, and well, it's 10 o'clock at night here, so
With a headband on because he's probably sweating outside, right?
Oh, this
yeah.
is bandana number 2.
Oh my gosh, it's so like we're in Arkansas.
Currently, it's 81.
That's why you need to do
Yeah,
this.
Arkansas is. Oh, he's bald. It doesn't matter.
That
Like,
would be worse because my hair is so good.
your greasy, oily hair. Anyway, so is Nate's not here? Like, I don't know. I heard Nate was gonna be here.
He was, but he has to go wife or something.
Pick up his wife. No, his wife is at the same conference that apparently my mom and my aunts are at. Like,
Oh, I'm not sure what his wife does. I know it's something selling something.
it's oily.
Is that what it is?
Yes.
I
She's
probably
an
she
oily
makes
woman. She's very successful at it too.
yes,
So
yes, which is a
I
bonus.
would not personally be successful probably doing the same thing that she does, but she's very good at what she does. So.
I've tried multi-level marketing things and I suck at it, so that's why I do what I do.
Hey, cheers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. That's awesome though. Like some people are very successful. Like that's not me.
Yeah. So what wine are you drinking?
Pinot. I don't know. A white wine, a dry white wine. What am I drinking, Brian? What am I drinking? A what? Woodbridge Pinot Grigio. It was a very expensive, probably $10, $13 liter
Bottle?
of wine.
Yeah.
1.5 liter of wine. So
That's double
pretty.
a normal bottle, so you're good.
So what are you? I have to ask too. Like, what is Tamara doing? Is she outside?
She's
Is she
outside.
in bed?
We have
What's Violet doing?
she's outside too. So
My daughter just went to bed.
we normally have Violet in bed, but a new family that we've never met is just
Oh,
pulled
that's
in.
fun.
Yeah, so we're well, she's out there playing with them, and Violet is.
I miss you guys. Like I had a really we really are planning, if everything goes well, I hope that we get to go back to Arizona
We'll be down there.
in the winter, like Arizona. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll be down there.
Like Saddle Mountain and like all of that. Like,
I want to hang out in Tucson more than I do Phoenix this time.
I'd be down for that. We have a lot of friends in Tucson, like a lot of Jeep friends. Like I mentioned the full size, like the Woody, like the wood panel Jeeps. Like a lot of the people that we have that we've made friends with live in Tucson or around Tucson. So
Yeah.
and they actually have a Thanksgiving in the desert thing.
Oh, that'd be
With
fun.
people, and I would really like to go to that. I'm not sure we're going to be that far west by then, but we'll see. I don't know.
Yeah. We'll be in.
Everything's all up in the air right now, but
Yeah.
did you guys sign up for the Baja Chill Hangout?
We got tickets to the Chill and the Annual Bash.
We did too.
We did them
We
both
do not have Annual Bash tickets yet. I expect that we'll buy them in August, probably.
when they go
We
on
did
sale
on
again.
the early sales. So.
Yeah. Yeah. So we'll do the Annual Bash, but we'll probably spend 2 weeks before that at Lake Havasu or Havasu Heights.
Yes, that was awesome.
Yeah, it was. And then after that, we'll go south to Yuma and stay 2 weeks there. Just
And
hang
then
out
go
in
to the
Yuma and then do the
Baja.
Chill. Yep.
So, like, we're probably going to just follow you if it works out. Like, I mean, honestly, that's our itinerary too. So.
Yep. And then after Mexico, we'll come back. We won't hang out down there. I need to.
I know. I'd love
worked it
to
out with
hang
my
out
work.
there. I don't think we're going to be able to.
Yeah, my work said it's okay as long as I can fly, but I don't really want to put them in that position of
Yeah.
you know. So I'll just tell them that 2 weeks travel restricted, which just means I won't go travel for work, but I'll still work. And then I'll come back and.
So how are you, like,
travel.
what do you, I know this has come up a million times, but, like, how are you so connected? Like, do you not need a lot of bandwidth for work, or, like, do you not need a lot of speed? Like, how do you?
No, I need.
We've dealt with the same thing, but if it's crowded, like, if there's a lot of people,
I leave.
you leave.
Yep.
Okay.
So AT&T is what I have. That's why I did not go to Quartzsite last year when they had that hangout.
Oh my gosh. If we had it to do over again, we would not go to Quartzsite again. Not at all.
And
I mean, not to say that we didn't have a good time for a couple days with some people, but no, it was stressful, and we weren't, like, no. I wouldn't do it again.
Besides the drama that happened, that's whatever.
I wouldn't do it again.
It's more that there's just too many people there for cell phone service. I knew that
For
ahead of
sure.
time. I'm like, I'm not going because I need to connect for work.
Yeah.
So.
No, that's totally. We kind of we didn't know what we were getting into, and coming off of Annual Bash, and, like, we came off of, well, and also, like, we hit the road, like, December 30th for all purposes, like, was when we launched, like, we launched on the 12th, like, a few weeks before, and then we hung out in Missouri and had family time for Christmas, like, more for family than for us. Like, we're not big Christians, as you know.
Yeah.
But our families are. So we hung out with them, and then hit the road and went, like, balls out way out to Arizona from Missouri, and battled, like, freezing temperatures and all kinds of crazy stuff, and, like, snow in Arizona. We had like I don't know, 6 inches of snow in southern Arizona, where they never get it.
Yeah,
that was
there.
That was actually kind of cool. We stopped. We just stayed an extra day. We're like, hey, that's fun.
No, it was not fun. I don't like snow. I hate snow, and when I got stuck in it,
like, holy crap! Like, we're in Arizona, it's snowing. Like, we had full hookups. It was a cheap campsite. Like, they were cool. They were really cool people. They had fresh jerky. Yeah, it was at this jerky place. Brian could still work. I mean, it was really good. It was just crazy. It was like, we're in Arizona, we're snowed in. Like, this is what we're trying to escape. It was so funny. But anyway, like, so no, by the time we got to Havasu Heights, like, that was literally our first ever boondocking, and we were kind of just, like, lost. Like, it was so cool though. Like, we knew Erica and Johnny, and we didn't know you guys really, but I mean, it was good. Like, I'm really happy with the experience that we had there. So, and then we went to Annual Bash, and then, like, I don't know, it just all kind of it turned into a crazy time
Yes.
for us. So I don't know. I don't know what to say about that. It was all good, but it was all just kind of weird. And then
It's
we
a
went to
lot.
Mexico. It was a lot to process
Yes.
at the time for us. Like, yeah, but it was awesome. Like, I loved meeting all the people we met. And then we went to Mexico. Mexico was great. I would recommend Mexico to anybody. So, like, Baja, Mexico. Yeah, well, Brian just got fired. He's like, well, I don't have to work. So, like, we're going to Mexico.
Yeah.
Great. Anyway.
It's supposed to be 4 guys, but Brian's busy. So she's sitting in for him.
All right. Yeah. You want somebody's like, why is this chick sitting here? Like, hey.
It's my wife sitting over here, see?
Oh, hey, Tamara. Oh, Brian.
I said slide over.
I want to
No,
get up.
he's still cooking food. Oh, wait.
Right.
Oh, maybe he's done now.
She's like, never mind.
Yeah. She didn't want to
Hey,
be on anyway.
I know. I don't normally either. Like, I'm like, this is all you. I don't like being on.
Yeah, easier.
I don't like it either. So I totally understand. Bye,
She's
Tamara.
talking. She left. And she can't hear you anyway because it's going on my headset.
Oh, well.
No, that doesn't make a difference.
Well, so she just popped in and said hi. So that's fine. Now Brian's back. I'm probably
She
going
got
to leave. So.
pulled in.
It's been beautiful talking to you, but I'm probably going to let Brian just talk to you.
You got chicken to go eat.
Well, no, I'm going to go outside.
The chicken needs to rest. The reason it's so late is because, number one, that's
We
what always
always-
happens when I
No,
cook.
we always eat late.
Number two, I took the evening shift, wrapping up, cleaning up the park, and even though it was not crowded, the litter bugs were overachievers tonight. So
We have
that's
a
more
love-hate
time.
relationship with our job right now. I'm like, it's our job. Like,
I'd find them. Walk around and get their license number, whoever's in the park, and if they leave trash, send them a bill. Say, this is your bill for leaving
No, I mean,
garbage.
like technically, we should be able to do that. Yeah, I'd love it if we could do that.
I did buy some oversized mirrored aviator sunglasses, and I try to act like Robert Patrick from Terminator 2 as the T-1000.
It doesn't deter many people. He's like a non-scary white guy. Like, he's like, I'm gonna fuck you up.
You need one of these, and then some of
Yeah,
this.
like, yeah. Brian cannot, like, that's an awesome beard, like, I have to say.
Well, I've never tried that part.
No, but you're a ginger, like, I can for
I'm
beard.
a ginger and my 16th Native American, so on part of it.
I don't know, whatever, anyway, like,
Oh, and I blast black metal while I'm doing it too.
That kind of works.
I don't do any of that. I don't know. I just go clean up the shit and go like, fuck.
So that's why it takes you so long in the park.
All right, not what I meant, but anyway.
Hey, we're here to have fun, right?
Yeah.
So neither of the other 2 guys are showing up. So it's just you,
Yeah.
you and me.
Well, cheers to your lemon soda, your lemon water,
Lemon-
carbonated water, Kirkland,
Carbonated water.
Costco, right?
Yeah, Kirkland brand.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Oh.
part of the diet, but whatever.
Yeah, actually, no. I'm kind of pissed off because I was starting to run again. I say that like really it's jogging,
Yeah.
but running sounds so much cooler. So
That's too
I was
much
doing,
work.
like, 3 to 5K thing. I cannot do that right now because it's in the 80s and like 90% humidity. So,
Yeah. I don't run.
but
Nope.
you don't look like a runner. I don't look like a runner either. You could be a runner. I mean, if zombies were chasing you or
Nope.
coyotes,
Nope.
what about a lion?
Nope.
What if a mountain lion chased you?
I'll fight it. I'll fight it before I run, because if I run,
Well,
I'm going
actually,
to die.
You might be a good mountain lion fighter. I am not, so I
No
will
matter how
run.
fast
Like,
you can run is
I have
much faster than somebody else.
that's true too.
have
I
you,
think I can run faster than Brian, so I think I'm fine.
have you done the 23andMe DNA stuff?
No. Have
So
you done that?
I did, and it
Are
confirmed
you
what I
not
already
scared
knew.
about like who gets your DNA information?
If they want my DNA, they can just go get something from a restaurant and run it through. I mean, it's
Yeah, at this point.
I leave my
What
DNA
do you say?
everywhere. So all they have to do is go get it. That's whatever. No
I
big
mean,
deal.
that's a good point.
Well, I mean, the basic rule of thumb is once you're trash it for
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Okay, our dog really needs to go outside
the
apparently.
23andMe
Have we
confirmed
had our
that I have short muscle tissue, which is made for strength and sprints and
I am
quickness.
about a 100%
I do not have
sure
the
that I have
long.
that also.
Yeah.
That I have
Well-
short muscle too. Like so.
Yeah. So I can't run long distance. I mean, I can, but I don't like it because it becomes painful. Where
So what does that mean for your food and like what you eat? Does it tell you anything about that? 'Cause I'm
no,
kind of curious. Like,
it doesn't
no.
really talk much about the food. It's more about just what you are. So
well, like I really need to lose some weight, and I've tried multiple things and been somewhat successful in different endeavors, but
I've done
some of
really
them
well
have
on
not been the
keto.
very healthiest things. So you
Yeah.
know, like
I've done really well on keto. My wife has done really well on Trim Healthy Mama.
I know she told me about that.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean that you would do really well in either one of
I
them.
know it's so yeah. I know it's crazy how individual it is.
Yep.
My finding is that I have to be active. Like I can't just rely on diet. Like I really have to be active, and I don't mean like walking every day. Like I have to actually do like weight exercises or running or something like that.
Yeah.
I convert to muscle really quickly, but I don't actually lose weight very easily. Like I won't like if I step on a scale, that's a really bad way for me to judge my progress. Like I won't lose weight, but my clothes will fit better and I'll convert to muscle.
You have to
Very
measure lots of
But I
things.
will not lose weight. Like losing weight is just ugh.
Yeah, so you measure your chest and your belly and your thighs and your whatever, and then you check your fat, and then you do your weight. And
I've had
between
a,
all of those, yeah.
Still the most pleasing experience
all right,
I
I'm
ever
gonna take my
had.
dog for a walk. Speaking of exercise, like, like we would put him up here, but he would probably destroy the computer. So. Not a good idea.
I weighed myself before and after a giant shit, and I lost 2 pounds. I felt so much better.
I've thought about doing that, but I just can't bring myself to do that.
2 pounds. I mean, that's a significant difference.
It is. I've thought about doing it with urine too, like weigh and then go pee, because I swear I pee a gallon of urine.
Oh yeah.
Seems like it, but I just haven't done it yet.
How long you're at Theodore Roosevelt, right?
Right now, yeah, we're here 2 weeks.
Do you know John Najedlo, like Geo Astro RV?
He commented on my post, so he
Yeah.
gave the times and stuff. So we'll probably go over
Yeah,
and see.
you should go check them out. Like we saw them at Annual Bash, and then they also gave a presentation at Quartzsite, which we didn't go to because we went at Annual Bash. But they are really like it's a really cool presentation. So
Yeah.
if you have time, like if you can fit it in, like I would definitely. And they're really nice, super nice people. Like go talk to them, go see their presentation if you can.
Nice presentations.
Yeah, they're
I'm on
super
board as an
cool.
We probably will. They're doing it. They had the one in the middle of the day and the one at nighttime, so
Yeah, they have two.
kind of
Like
had to.
one to view the sun and then like one to view other like planets and stars and stuff. Like yeah, they're
Yeah. We have to
John,
figure out
like what he used to be a teacher and like he's I don't remember. Like they're very nice, like super cool people. So yeah, I would definitely go and if you can, if you have the time while you're there to go check out the presentation.
We will.
Definitely worth it out.
new
We'll
VOS
have to
chapter of Escapees.
say that again.
We just started
Anyway,
a
I'm
new
gonna take
chapter
my dog out.
VOS for Escapees.
Yeah.
For those interested in astronomy, pretty laid back. Try to schedule some events in the Southwest in the winter.
Yeah. We might have to join the IBOF just for that, but we like to go out and look at the stars, but I don't know what I'm looking at, so.
I know the best way to start is find a good dark sky site. Get out in the middle of nowhere. We already all know about that.
Yep.
But everyone thinks like, oh, you have to have a giant telescope or a telescope period. Actually, the best way to start is you get a good pair of binoculars because you get a wider field of view, a wider collection of light, and what you see is more similar to what you see in the fantastic pictures that come up, from NASA, things like that.
Yeah.
Get a good set of binoculars, look at the Orion Nebula, for example. And then if you want to step it up, you can start cheap with a small refractor. You can look at the moon, you can look at Mars, Jupiter, you can see the 4 Galilean moons.
Yeah, when we were in Gage, New Mexico, there was no light. I mean, there was nothing around us, so it was dark. It was so dark outside without the moon, I could not see my hand in front of my face. It was that dark. So we went out, and I was looking up at the sky, and I could see the Milky Way going across the sky. So that's pretty fun. I didn't have binoculars or anything. I mean, it was just there. So.
I know that's what our house that we're hoping will close by the end of the month was like, because we were far enough away. We still had some sky glow from 3 nearby cities, but we could always see the Milky Way.
Yeah.
But the best I think that we've ever seen was near Roswell, New Year's Eve, 1999 to 2000. We stayed at a state park about 20 miles outside of town, and it was a new moon also, or close to it. And it was just an amazing view.
Yeah.
But my number one thing that I want to check out as a dark sky site, if you look at a NASA nighttime map of the United States, you can see where the metro areas are lit up. One of the darkest sky places you can go is the Oklahoma Panhandle. And there's the Oklatex Star Party every September, which is out near Kenton, Oklahoma, way out on the far northwest edge of Panhandle. And the skies are super dark. That's why they hold it out there. And the views are supposedly amazing. I would love to check it out sometime.
We're going to be going by there right about that time. So we'll be going down through Oklahoma right mid-September-ish. So we might have to swing by there.
What's your path on the way there?
We need to go to Oklahoma City. So we're going to go from Green Bay to Oklahoma City. That's the only requirement. So.
What's in OKC?
Relatives and friends. So my wife's brother lives there with his girlfriend and dogs, I think. There might be kids, I don't know. And then I have 2 friends that live just south of Oklahoma City, like 20 minutes south. So
Like Lawton or something like that.
I swear it starts with a B, but I'm not 100% sure.
And there's a lot of suburbs.
Yeah.
But you have to check out a map. You'd actually have to do kind of a detour. I'll send you the link later. But it's way out on the western end of the Panhandle. Even though officially the entire state of Oklahoma is on Central Time, because of past demarcations of the time zones, which have changed over the years, the town of Kenton observes Mountain Time. And the locals clarify that. I mean, it's not a big town. It's 100 people at best. But they have a lot of tourist stuff. There's Black Mesa State Park near there. There's the Black Mesa Wildlife Refuge. And there's also on private property, but you can set up a tour, there are dinosaur footprint tracks, fossilized, that you can go take a hike and look at as long as you set it up with the owner.
Yeah. Cool.
So I'm definitely looking forward to checking that out sometime. But because there is so little population out there, it's one of the best dark sky sites in the country.
Yeah. I'll have to go look
We
at
have
it.
a,
I've been to some pretty dark places. So
yeah, that one is really dark. I mean, you are basically in that area at least 300 miles from any somewhat metro area.
yeah.
Kenton has a population of 100. Boise City is, I think, about like 60 miles away, and it's just a population of 1,000. And anything beyond that, it's in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah. And they can turn off all the lights and make it even darker.
Yes, especially if you time it with a new moon. And I think that's what that Star Party group does. It's been a while since I looked into the details, but
Yeah.
I definitely want to check it out. It's sometime in September, so I'll send you the link later.
That'll work.
But definitely start with some binoculars. So much easier.
Yeah, I've been tempted to buy some binoculars, not only for the stargazing, but also for wildlife observing. So yeah, just
Yeah, and you can,
haven't done it yet.
well, it's an easy purchase. Doesn't take up very much space.
No, I'm just too busy doing other things. But yeah.
Oh, totally. I know. I mean, I'm working with Caitlin on some music education, and just like, geez, I can't even find the time to restring a guitar right now. She actually likes the mandolin better.
Yeah.
But that's ready to go, but I have to retune it thanks to the change in the season and humidity.
And then you'll move to Arizona and have to retune it again.
Oh, yes. I think the biggest change was from Missouri to Leadville in 2016.
That would be a big change. The pressure's different and the humidity.
Oh, yes. 700 feet above sea level, 60, 70% humidity,
Yep.
to 10,000 feet and 25, 30% humidity.
Yep.
It was a big deal. I broke it out one night and I started to play it, and I'm like, oh my God, this is horrible. And you would think it'd be easy, but no, it's from a distance, it just looks like 4 strings, but it's actually 4 pairs. So you have 8 to tune next to each other. And actually, if you want to get a better sound, you tune each string just slightly off from the other. But it's easier to play. It's more her size.
Yeah.
But we were talking some music stuff the other day because I was looking at some effects pedals online and their sounds. And she's actually kind of stoked to try out my Gibson Les Paul because it's about the easiest thing that I have to play.
Yeah.
I kept most of the good instruments, even though we're supposed to be lightweight. I have my...
Some of those really don't weigh that much.
No, but I brought 5 guitars and 2 mandolins.
Well, we're not musically inclined, either one of us. And that requires, keeping a beat. And yeah, we don't do that very well.
Well, that's what a metronome is for. Just gives you a solid beats per minute. You can set it for what you want.
Yeah.
But the main thing is just have fun with it. That's what I found. I'm not going to go out without Jimi Hendrix. No.
Yeah.
I started playing guitar when I was 16. A friend of my dad's had a good music shop, and he gave me a deal on a Mexican Fender Telecaster, which I still have, which is actually my favorite still. He showed me some basic chords, showed me some basic classic rock songs because, like I said, a friend of my dad's, so go back a bit, but the first thing I learned was Wild Thing by the Troggs. But when you get that kind of encouragement, it helps because you start with something simple, you match that to a song you've heard, you learn that, and it increases your motivation. Okay, so I'm going to learn this song. It's simple. Fantastic. Okay, next I'm going to step it up a notch. So you don't get discouraged very easily.
Yeah.
Which I thought was a good way to learn.
That is, yep. So.
But no, I've got that Telecaster, my Gibson Les Paul Studio, my 12-string acoustic guitar. That's the hardest to play. And set aside an hour to tune that thing.
Yeah.
A standard acoustic mandolin. It's an Epiphone, nothing special. And a Fender mandolin that actually has a built-in electric pickup, which I have just replaced strings with proper steel strings. You can't use bronze because for the pickup to recognize it, it has to be iron-based because the pickups are based off magnetism.
Yeah.
So theoretically, I could run that thing through all of my effects pedals that I still have, which I'm looking forward to playing around with a lot. You don't hear a mandolin going through a distortion pedal or a phaser or chorus or anything like that. So look forward to playing around some different sounds.
Yeah.
Just got to have fun with it.
Yeah, that's the way most things are.
Exactly.
So, yeah. So you're there for 3 more months, right?
3 months and a week and 2 days.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm looking at the calendar. I'm looking at the calendar in the corner. Yeah.
Yeah.
I go back and forth. It's just other stuff going on that doesn't help. But after Labor Day, it should calm down quite a bit. But in some ways,
fewer campers by then.
Yes. The main thing is, for example, today the actual high was 93 degrees. And the heat index was 106. I don't know why you would want to come here when they already published the information online that the temperature of the lake water is 86 degrees. Hey, let's leave our air-conditioned house and go jump in some tepid bath water to try to cool off.
Yeah, that's not going to work.
No.
Yeah.
It's a lot different if you go to, for example, if it's super hot like it is right now in Arkansas, go to the Buffalo River. It's spring-fed, the first national river actually designated by Theodore Roosevelt. Because of that, everything around it is off limits to privatization. So it's kept completely natural. You can make agreements with outfitters, but they're unofficial.
Yeah.
But we've done it a few times. The views are fantastic. It might be 94, 95 degrees like today, just tip over and fall out of your canoe. Nice and refreshing. You can see straight down 9 feet to the bottom of the river. It's clean. It's fantastic.
Yeah, I've been on rivers like that, but it's usually been cooler temperatures, so you didn't want to get into the water. But you
No,
could
it's
look right down and
95,
see, yeah.
70% humidity. Yeah, you're dunking repeatedly.
Yes. So we went to a place in Lewistown. It's called the Giant Warm Springs. And so not hot. It was warm, supposedly. We got there, paid the $7 for 2 of us, got into the water, got right back out. It was so freaking cold. We could not stay in the water. And the day wasn't hot enough to go into the water. So needless to say, the gigantic warm spring pool that's in Lewistown got a very terrible rating from me. I'm like, yeah, don't call it warm when it's not warm. Call it the cold springs. At least call it what it is.
Yeah, call it the, like I said, tepid springs.
Yes, it wasn't even tepid. It was probably 55, 60 degree.
Oh,
water.
that's cold then.
It was pretty cold.
And if it's already cold outside, you don't want to be doing that.
No, it was not. It was not a good scenario at all. I'm like, why are you calling it warm? I mean, it shouldn't even be called warm. It should be called Cold Springs.
Was this named in January or something?
I don't know. I don't know. So, and then I found out that they're not even by the spring. So if you follow the Warm Spring Canal, or not canal, creek, it's actually not even on their property, though the spring is someplace else. So it's called the Warm Spring Creek as it goes down through their property. They created this pool and called it Warm Spring Pool. So probably way back up where the spring actually is, it's probably warm. But where their place is, not warm.
That kind of reminds me of a place in Missouri that's one of our favorite places we've ever gone floating. It's called the Current River and the Jacks Fork River. And the Jacks Fork is smaller and has some of the most scenic views in southern Missouri, basically in the entire state, actually.
Yeah.
It is all spring fed. You can actually buy what's called the Paddler's Guide to Missouri, which gives you all the details down to 10th of a mile marker, as well as visual cues. And you can pull off on your canoe and actually walk up to the source of the spring. And those are actually 40 degrees in some places, even in the middle of the summer.
That's cold.
Yes. But by the time that they get down to the Jacks Fork Creek, it's cool off enough. That's definitely, it's a 90-degree day thing.
Yeah.
But the most amazing thing you can do as far as floating in southern Missouri, if you're ever there, is to do what's called the upper Jacks Fork. Normally, the water level is too low to canoe or even raft. If you go in the spring after heavy rains, or in the summer if you get a lucky freak storm, go the next day. Get put in, and there is a cave you can access only by river. There are no roads to it at all. You can only access it via water. And you have to pull off, and the cave is enormous. It's almost like a hollowed out mountain.
Yeah.
And you pull in there and tie up or beach it good. You can either walk around either side. It's like a bowl. And on the other side, there's an opening. And get around the other side, a beautiful valley filled with wildflowers. And getting there on the river only when there's high enough water is the only way to see it. It's amazing. Eventually, you hop back on your boat, go downriver. The Jacks Fork connects with the Current River, and you get the confluence which is kind of fun to do. If you aim your canoe the right way and you want to have some fun, you can end up in like a little spin, like a whirlpool, but you're not going to get sucked in. You can just sit there
Right.
as long as you want and spin around. And there's a state campground right there. We've stayed there more than once.
Yeah.
Very beautiful area. The 11 Point River and further south is also nice, as well as the White River.
Yeah. Those do sound fun.
If you ever happen to go through Missouri, let me know. I can be your virtual tour guide.
We've kind of been through Missouri, but we might be back there again in 2020, maybe. Depends on how we come back from the east to back to west to do the winter, but we don't know. We know we're going to do the East Coast in the 2020, and then head back to the Southwest for winter. How we get there is unknown at the moment.
There's a lot of variables you can do there.
Yep. So.
But one thing you should might plan for is the next solar eclipse, which I think is 2024.
Yep, we're planning for that one. We did the first one, not the first one, the one 2 years ago. We were in Wyoming. I pinpointed and got up there, Glen something, shoot. Anyway, some lake in Wyoming, and I found the red line, and I made sure I was right underneath the middle of the solar eclipse, so we could get the full effect of it. And it was fantastic. So we're going to do the same thing. We'll find a boondocking spot someplace and get in that spot so that we're right underneath it.
We were quite fortunate in that our house was in the path of totality that year.
Yeah.
All we had to do was walk outside and see it. Unfortunately, the weather did not cooperate perfectly.
Yeah.
We got almost the Hollywood dramatic version of we can see it coming. Totality's almost going to happen. I want to see the corona. It's getting close. It's getting close. Clouds are coming in. Bam, saw the corona for a few seconds before the clouds hit it.
Yeah.
But it was very nice just to not have to go anywhere, deal with any crowds or traffic. We just walked out on the front deck.
Yeah, we got there a week before, and so we didn't have to deal with any crowds or traffic. We were on the other side of the lake from I-25, so people didn't come over there except for campers. And we saw it, and then we went back to work the next day and heard that there was lots of traffic trying to get back down to Denver. But whatever. I was on the other side of the lake enjoying life while they were suffering. So
definitely good planning on your part.
Yeah. So this meeting actually is going to end in like 1 minute.
All right. Well,
so
it's good talking with you.
Yeah.
Hope you didn't mind my circuit there for a little while, but
that's all right.
It's all about having fun.
Yeah. So, okay.
Exactly. We'll catch up later, and hopefully I won't be so bitter next time.
It's okay. We'll make it work.
Yep.
Okay.
Good night, man.
Bye.